Hi everyone, and welcome to the Free Range Diva. Thank you so much for stopping by today, and for those of you that are new to my channel, I want to say hi, welcome. My name is Cheryl, and I hope you'll stick around because we tend to have a lot of fun here. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite things, and usually I do favorites for the seasons because rarely do I have like a decent sized group of favorites from month to month. But I'm going to do favorites for April because I got a ton of stuff here. And so let's get started. Okay, so first off, we're going to start with this brush. This is the 04 face brush from Terry Miyahiro Beauty. And this is, as you can see, it's very soft. This is a vegan brush, white with rose gold, ferrule, I believe is what you call that. And this is what I use to apply mineral makeup. And in the past, I've had mineral makeup brushes that were too dense, and so the product would tend to cake up really quickly, or they weren't dense enough and it would just go everywhere and you couldn't get coverage. This is just right. It's right in the middle, has just the right amount of bristles. See if we can, there you go. To really, you get a good amount of product in there and it goes on very, very smoothly, evenly, and really gives me good coverage. So this brush has been, I've been loving it and using my mineral makeup all the time because ever since I got this brush. Speaking of mineral makeup, you have probably seen this before, although not in a while. This is the Jane Iredale Pressed Powder Foundation. Here's what it looks like on the inside. My shade is Fawn. And the weather here has been really weird, but April was a pretty warm month. And so I found myself, after I put on my regular sunscreen, wanting extra sunscreen. And this was the product that I turned to all the time. I'm wearing it today. The coverage is excellent. It's not full, but what I've been doing, I have a few little sort of irritations. They're not really breakouts, but they're like red spots on my face. And so I get my concealer brush and dampen it with a little spray, a little spray water, or I use toner, and then take it in here, take it into the powder, and then just pat it onto the spots. Completely covers everything, completely covers. So I've been using this as foundation and as concealer all month, all through the month of April, and absolutely loved it. Next up, if you saw my recent eye makeup look, the teal makeup eyeshadow look that I did, you saw this product. This is from Mother Bear's Handmade. I'm not going to go on and on too much about this, except to say that I'm wearing it today. The shade is Matte Mauve, and it is absolutely beautiful. It definitely is what I call a grown woman eyeshadow color. It highlights, it sort of plays up the brown in my eyes, but it looks very sophisticated and very elegant, not overdone at all. And as I said, I decided to rock the purple liner and this shadow today. So here's a quick close-up. And this I have been using almost every day since I got it. Mother Bear's Handmade is the Etsy shop, and I'll link the info below. And this shade is Matte Mauve. Okay, here's a lipstick that, you know how you've seen videos where you shop your stash, you buy stuff, you use it for a little bit, doesn't really, wow you, and you kind of put it aside and then forget that you have it. That's what happened with this lipstick. And the reason why I got it in the first place, this is from Bellaforia. The color is called Mulberry. Give you a quick close-up of the shade. It's a pink. It is a cool tone pink, and that's why I got it. I have a lot of pinky brown warm tone pinks, but nothing in the cool tone medium pink shade. And The first few times I used it, I felt like it was very waxy. It didn't go on as smoothly as you know, some other formulas. So although I love the shade, I just didn't wear it that much. Well, recently I got some lip balm from Mother Bear's Handmade, as it was. And I had put that on in the morning, and then when I went to put on my lipstick, it glided on like a dream. Moisturized, my lips are nicely moisturized. So now I'm back to wearing this all the time. I'm wearing it today. You can see it here. It's definitely a pink, very pretty, perfect. I don't know, for this spring and summer, I've been in a pink mood. So I've either been wearing it or wearing it, you know, like on my clothes, or wearing it on my face. But yeah, so this summer, I think I will be getting a lot of use out of this medium toned pink lipstick from Bellaforia, shade Mulberry. Bellaforia, by the way, is a Canadian company. They ship to the U.S. and their products are all corn free. So if you have any corn issues, Bellaforia is a great place to start because they have everything, mineral makeup, you know, eye makeup, mascara, the whole 9 yards, and all of it's corn free. So check them out. Okay, so we're going to move on to skincare, and I have 2 masks, one of which you've seen, so we're going to start with that one. Of course, this makes my favorites. I love this mask. This is the Leilani Mermaid Mask, and this does it all. If you want a mask that not only nourishes the skin, but it hydrates, it sucks out impurities, it detoxes, and it also gives you a light exfoliation. So one mask that does all things, and it does them all really well. There is, I did an extensive video on this, so I'm not going to go on too much. I'll link it above. It's my detox series. That's number 2 in the detox series videos. But that gorgeous color comes from spirulina. It also has raw honey in it, blue-green algae, a ton of vitamins and natural sea minerals, and 2 different kinds of clay. So this mask is amazing. I love it. I cannot live without it. I probably do it once a week, and I just force myself not to do it more than that, because I could certainly do it every day if I didn't restrain myself. But yeah, the Leilani Mermaid Mask. And then this one you have not seen before. This one's from Lena Hansen. It's their Global Face Trio. This is not the full size. This is a, you know, sort of what you would get in a subscription box size. And my friend Marie from And the Color Green sent this to me because it wasn't working. She has sensitive skin like I do, and it was too much for her face. So I decided to give it a try. And this mask, here, it's a dry mask. I'll show you. It's dry powder, and I'll list the ingredients up here because I've forgotten. I am so terrible. I've forgotten what they are, so I'll just look them up and list them for you. But the reason this mask is called the Trio is because it cleanses, it exfoliates, and if you leave it on, it's a detox. You know, it draws out impurities. And you can mix it with whatever you like. The first time I used this, I mixed it with water, and I could feel it working. It was, you know, like quite a strong, active feeling. So I didn't leave it on but for more than a couple of minutes. But the next time I used it, I mixed it with my cleanser, with my gel cleanser. And it was really nice. I definitely got a much deeper cleanse than I normally would have. And I was able to leave it on for about 5 minutes and then rinsed it off. And my face afterwards, very, very smooth, pores, you know, really clean. I have congestion here on either side of the nose. And this just sucked all of that right out. And so I use this about once every couple of weeks. Like I said, it's quite powerful. And the last time I used it as a mask, but I mixed it with my cleanser, a little water, and a little honey. and left it on for about 10 minutes. This is an expensive product for sure, but if you can score like a sample size, or like I said, this is a sample that you get in a subscription box. You know, like it's always, this product is always turning up in subscription boxes. So if you can get your hands on something like this in a swap or something, it's worth definitely giving it a try. Okay, so I have a couple of lifestyle items for you. A few weeks ago, I went out to Venice Beach and found a crystal shop there, and it's on Yelp. It's supposed to be like the best crystal shop in LA. So I went in, I talked to the guy, and came out with this beautiful jasper. This is a healing crystal. Here, let's see, there. This is a healing crystal, and I got it because it works on the root chakra, which controls, you know, if your root chakra is out of balance, one of the issues that you can have is lower back pain. And so I wanted to find something. Also, a quick side note, one thing that you don't know about me is that I am pretty much a child of the earth. When I get disconnected from the earth for too long, for too extended period of time, I don't do well physically, mentally, you know, in any way. And so I tend to like carry stones around with me. Like I have my favorite palm stone that when I start to get really, really stressed and upset, I can just hold on to that, and it's like an anchor. And so I love having beautiful stones, and so I picked up this, and it's gorgeous. I can just show you here. Let's see if I can show you this way, so that you can see that it has striations of like yellow gold and black and a little bit of cream in it, and it's tumbled, so it feels amazing in the hand. And it really has done a lot just in terms of lifting my mood and helping me feel like I feel better. I have put this on my back to relieve the kind of stiffness that I tend to get back there, and slept with it. So not to go on and on and on, but yeah, I love my latest stone acquisition, crystal acquisition, and this is a red jasper. And if you like me, you know, are into crystals and stones, let me know in the comments below, because I kind of want to share more of that. I know I've told you before in my jewelry collection video that I tend to bead, and one of the reasons that I do, especially when I'm stressed, is because not only are the stones pretty, but I like the feel of the stones in my hand. It calms me down. So if you experience things like that, let me know, and we can talk more about that sort of thing. Okay. One of the stones that I talked about that I loved in that video was amazonite. And I have earrings, and I had a bracelet, which I'm wearing here, along with, this is lapis, by the way. But I did not have a necklace. And so I just happened to find this shop on Amazon that had these crystal pendants in all sorts of different stones, and they had an amazonite. Did I say amazonite before? It's amazonite. And I ordered it mostly because I had some points on my Amazon card, and it, you know, so I didn't have to pay more than a few dollars for it. And so I thought that was worth it just to see what the stone was like. And this stone is beautiful. I'm going to take this off for a second so I can bring it close to you. It came with the chain, and I wasn't really expecting much from the chain either, but as it turns out, this chain is substantial, it's sparkly, and here, that's the stone. And as you can see, it's that clear, it's a clear, cool, green, sort of watery green sea color, sea foam color. And it is, it's stunning. It is really stunning. And so, I've been wearing my amazonite jewelry all month, and you've probably seen the earrings or maybe the bracelet in videos here and there, because I really have not taken it off. I'm going to put this to the side now, but yeah, love my amazonite jewelry. So just give me a second here while I put this back on. The name of the shop where I picked that up is called Amanda Stone. And like I said, I found it on Amazon, and I will link where you can find it, where you can look at her. You know, she has a ton of crystals and crystal jewelry selections, not just these necklaces. And so if you're interested in something like that, you can check her out. Or I guess it's a her, Amanda Stone, I guess. So just a few lifestyle, I think I mentioned hibiscus tea in another video, but I didn't really go into it. I have been loving this tea. This is organic, it's non-GMO, it's caffeine free. They give you information here about how it's sustainably farmed, where they get it from. This is from Traditional Medicinals, by the way. This is what it looks like. I mean, enough said. This is beautiful. It's refreshing. This is hot, but this would be wonderful served cold. And it's very soothing. I have found it to be very soothing. You know, ever since I've gotten it. I think because it's so light in flavor. And hibiscus has some medicinal properties to it related to the cardiovascular system. So if you want to Google it, and you can read more about how this also can affect your health. Another food item, this is coconut almond milk. Now, as many of you know, I have an allergy to corn, and one of the ways that corn appears in our food is in fortified vitamins in milks, dairy milk or nut milk. So if your nut milk or dairy milk has, fortified with vitamin A or vitamin D, the process that they use to combine those fat-soluble vitamins with the liquid is uses corn oil as a way of melding those two together, and propylene glycol, which is also derived from corn. So it's a double corn whammy, and so I don't, if I want almond milk, I have to make it, basically. And coconut milk I tend to just buy in cans. Well, Khalifa Farms has no added vitamins in their nut milks. They come in varieties of coconut almond, which is what this one is, plain almond, sweetened or unsweetened. They also have flavors, and this particular one is chocolate. Can you stand it? Chocolate coconut almond milk. This tastes amazing cold or hot, especially with a little cinnamon in it if you're going to heat it up. And so I have been loving this. Yeah, I've been loving this this milk. So, I'm just so excited that I actually can buy nut milk over the counter. So and it's it's Carrageenan free. It says it has. Hold on, glasses. It says it has 50% more calcium than milk. It's soy-free, gluten-free, daily-free, 90 calories per serving. So yeah, love this. So if you see this, this also comes in coffee flavor. So if you see this, it's certainly worth giving it a try, particularly if you can find it on sale, which happened to me when I bought this. I have also been enjoying a television show that I wanted to tell you about. It's called Call the Midwife, and it's on PBS. It's kind of in the middle of the season right now, but I would think that you might be able to find it on demand or on Netflix or somewhere. For sure, this is season number 6, and so I know there are videos from previous seasons, but it's about a group of nuns and nurses who provide midwifery services to East London during the early 1960s. It is just a very heartwarming, feel-good, full of love and kindness and joy. And every episode, I end up tearing up at some point. And I have enjoyed, I started watching last season when the whole show went to Africa for their Christmas sort of episodes. But now they're back in their London location or their residence called Nonada's house, and it stars Ginny Agooder and a whole host of actresses and actors too, whose faces I'm sure you would recognize if not necessarily their names. So, if you have a chance, if it's comes on your local PBS station, check it out. You don't need to know a whole lot about what's going on before. You can come right in like the middle of the season and immediately be caught up on what's going on, because each episode tends to stand on its own as its own little gem. So call the Midwife, and I'll try and see if I can locate where you can see back episodes. But if not, check your local PBS station, because it is a wonderful, wonderful show. And the last thing, I recently, in my last Vitacost order, I have been meaning to try Aloha Bay candles forever and a day. And so I finally put one in my cart. This one, I wanted the Tahitian vanilla, but it was sold out. So I ended up getting this chai scent. And they have chakra candles. They have candles that are different sizes, all different fragrances. Oh goodness. And I can't wait to try more, because this fragrance, first of all, this sort of spicy fragrance is really, really like a favorite of mine. And the fragrance here is very light. It's not, like overpowering or gagging or anything like that. It's very light. It's a very rich fragrance. This chai spice is cinnamon, clove, cassia, and nutmeg, and it uses coconut wax. So it's very clean. This was actually on sale too when I picked it up. It's just a beautiful, beautiful candle. So, and look at the presentation is very nice as well. So that's it. Those are my favorites for this month. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone, if you enjoyed this and if you found it helpful, then please give me a thumbs up, because that helps me out as well. Okay, everybody, until I see you again, have a great day, take care, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye!